Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Hayes. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Stanford's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. On the return. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum.
Snags it, and he's open. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That last completion got him 9. They'll need one more here on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Needs it. Runs through a tackle. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
On the run, it's Scott. Just smothered on the play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Right back to it. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Sets his feet. It's Hayes. Quick slant complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Going to the run, it's Scott. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take him to the... Will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Oh, pressure's coming. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Ford. Can't get him to the ground. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, get a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Sells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Turns up, it's Ford. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finds a crease. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Warren. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Stanford! Into the end zone for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Complete to Williams over the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
From the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Blackburn. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Hits the hole, it's Ford. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Look out! And he gets it away.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Turns it upfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Left side, it's Danzy. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Now you find out. Much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The running back has it. Nice move to keep running. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turns upfield. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Offense in a bunch formation. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The play fake. Turns it upfield. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Escapes the sack. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Second and long here. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Ford. He breaks a tackle. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw, it's Warren. Tight end finds a soft spot. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Quick give, it's Ford. What a run! Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Got an alley, and that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Caught on the RPO. Oh, he got loose. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hand.
Caught, and he's got room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Hands it off. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Hayes. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Makes the catch, it's Blackburn. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Ford. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Irvin. Could be an alley. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. The give. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Drops back, it's Swarren. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 20. Attempt at a return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Down he goes. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The run inside. It's Irvin. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Maybe some touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Brown will throw it. Over the middle, it's Williams. Snowed under by the defense. Long way to go on 2nd down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that'll be enough for the first down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
And it's just been that.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on fourth down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives as hard as